out of Hey, fuck, I'm already messing up. Alright, so let me get my life together. Let me get my shit together. So, what's up, y'all? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to my channel. It's good to see you. You look fucking amazing. Trust me. I had a good time myself. This Thanksgiving was interesting, to say the least. Yo, so straight up, dog, somebody should have told me at the age of 25, the hardest part about Thanksgiving is getting back into the gym after. Because I used to be good. I used to be fucking good at, oh, okay, yeah, I'll just go ahead and get back in the gym. My nigga, when I tell you a nigga is tired, look, I'm about to say, your boy is tired. I ain't just tired. I'm motherfucking tired. I don't know what else to say about it, dog. Yo, so, you know how it is. Fresh off of work. I ain't get it to you last weekend, but I'm here with you now. I think I'm gonna try and get back to doing this on Sundays. What I typically try to do is I'll fucking find any excuse to not record on that Sunday because I'm trying to watch like the Eagles game, trying to watch some football games, trying to make sure manga chapters came out so I have shit to talk about. And I'm at the point where I'm like, this is fucking up the rest of the week. Cause yo fam, I'm gonna be real with you. You know how ball is life, and here I am with y'all. Sacrifices were made, and but I think it would be within our best interest, you know, how we speak as a family, if I try to do it on Sundays again. So you can definitely expect an episode to come out this Sunday. You know, I'll be more than happy to get that to you, and I think I'm gonna continue to do, you know, reactions. Maybe some reviews, maybe reactions and reviews at the same time over on the Clips channel. We'll see how all this plays out. But for right now, it's you and me and you, us. Fuck, I messed up the quote. I was trying to go for that Mike Wazowski off of Monsters, Inc. I finally played with the audio interface, so I won't blow your goddamn eardrums off. But with that said, I fucked up the quote. Shame. You know how it is. So, you know what? I'm feeling generous, so I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quick update on the pup. You see this big old thing, right? My fat boy. Yo, so this boy put some size onto him. I don't know what he been eating, even though I've been the one feeding him. This is half the reason why I'm tired, because I've never had to bottle feed a newborn before. So my wife and I, mostly my wife, has been getting up almost every 2 hours to go feed him. And once again, shout out to her, because what she doesn't realize is, in my previous work experience, I have been trained to sleep through all fucking forms of fuckery. Rain, sleet, snow, hurricane, tornado, avalanches on mountains. I can sleep through any and every motherfucking thing. Don't you be eating on me. But this little boy right here, we decided that we're gonna just go ahead and keep him. And we even gave him a name. For the longest time, we were just calling him Sheldon. Just to fucking just throw something on there. I started calling him Boy. Like off of God of War. Boy. Read it, boy. But we ended up going with the name Coda, and I call him Coda the Wolf Bear Pup. Cause don't he look like a little wolf bear pup? Yeah, with a little tongue out. Don't that shit just like melt your heart? Look at it. Look, trying to figure out what's going on. I got you all over the internet, putting you on blast. And I would show all the other animals, such as the cat and the two dogs, except don't nobody know how to act. And my wife is the one that's better with animals. I'm just here to provide and protect. So there's that. But he's put a good amount of size on them, because I think like the first time you could tell in the video like he's itty bitty teeny tiny thing, and now he's just fucking massive. Look at him. The boy's bigger than my hand, and I got big ass Kawhi Leonard hands. Like, I think my hand is bigger than my face. I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Shit, putting myself on fucking blast. All right, y'all, but we are back. It's been another week. It's been a crazy week. Hopefully, everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully, everybody had a safe Thanksgiving. Hopefully, everybody was great during Thanksgiving. But now we back at it. Man, look, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be real, and then I'm going to get on to the topics of the day. This work shit is ass. Man, look, I've been saying this almost all year. But this year, 2020, has decimated my work ethic in the sense of I don't want to work no more. I don't like getting up for work. I hate going to work. I hate the drive to work. I hate the drive home from work. The work is fine. The people I work with are great. It's just working as a whole. This ain't something I want to continue to do until I'm in my fucking my late 30s, early 40s. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good on all that. So my goal is to achieve financial independence by legal means. Cause listen, Linda, listen. I wouldn't last in jail. Not off the fact that I'm weak or anything, off the fact that I can't sit still. And I don't like the thought of somebody else telling me, okay, you can come out your shit so you can go do X, Y, Z, and ABC. Like, whenever I watch Beyond Scared Straight with my wife, I gotta do, look, what? Hell no. Fuck that. Fuck that entirely. Fuck that and its concept. But the whole point of Hush over there making his presence known. The whole concept of me, constantly trying to I rack my brain all the time. You can ask my wife, I damn near obsess over it because I have so many different things I would like for us to do. Hell, at this point, I'm thinking about like starting a family tradition. I told her, I was like, yo, fam, even though it goes against every ounce of black blood in my genes, every ancestor is looking at me crazy when I'm about to say this, but I'm thinking about one day we could rent a cabin and go up into the woods and actually have, a Christmas with snow because, me and my wife are from the South. So we get 6 inches of snow in January, the whole city shuts down. You know what I'm saying? But the thought of, actually going out to, the fucking cabin, go collect you some firewood and shit. You wake up, you see like the little Santa track marks or whatever, get kids hype and all that fun stuff. I think that'd be a good goal to shoot towards. And even past that, like the overall goal is to be fucking retired by 30. I'm 25 and I'm tired. That's not a good look. That is not a good look. But it gives me even more passion and intensity behind it because now I see the lifestyle I want. I see it. All these other motherfuckers on Instagram and YouTube and fucking Facebook and all this other stuff, they're living the life I'm going to have. They just got to it a little bit first. They got to it a little bit quicker than me, but it's all good. I'm on my path. With that being said, I'm speaking all these good things into existence. Same thing as you, right? We speak good things into existence around these parts. We don't focus on that negative bullshit. We focus on what we can do and what we have control over. Waifu's home. But continuing on with the show. So this week I'm gonna speak on it real quick, and like I said, I try not to harp on anything, but it's an interesting conversation that's being had. So I'm seeing everywhere, Twitter, Facebook, even saw a couple YouTube videos of people speaking on it. Kevin Hart released a new fucking comedy special, Zero Fucks Given. All well, fun and good, eggs and gravy. Now, in my opinion, it's not my favorite work of his, stand-up wise, honest and truthfully. I'd put this, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't fucking boring. He retained my attention until I fell asleep because I'm old. But if I was to be 100% real about it, I did laugh a couple times in it, but I didn't burst with laughter like I typically have with his older stuff. I didn't have those things where I can't wait to, quote this shit and around with other people. Granted, I was in high school at the time, so it's a little bit different now, but it's the fact that it's not as memorable as some of his other work has been, which, could be expected because he did admit that he hasn't done stand-up in quite some time. Hopefully I'm remembering things correctly. If not, I'm always down to be corrected. Now, with that being said, the conversation that's being had is, there's so many different things. Let's get controversial. So the first thing that caught my that annoyed me was people was getting on Kevin Hart's ass about the joke where he called his daughter a hoe. And I'm thinking to myself, it's a joke. You can joke about these things, dog. Would I joke about my daughter being a hoe? No. With that being said, I'm not Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's not me. Kevin Hart is a comedian and he's been a stand-up comedian who said much worse stuff way earlier in his career, years and years and years ago. I'm not surprised by what he's gonna say, especially because he was on the come up back when people used to just say wild shit just to, be noticed. So him saying that really didn't bother me. You can go back to which is I want to say it's seriously funny when he's doing the thing where his son goes and he says, "My son likes to try and hide in the oven. Get the fuck out of there." No, and he's like, "All right, bet you're gonna get out when I turn it on." Like some shit along those lines, not word for word. Don't quote me. Do not quote me. But it's the fact that like, yo, fam, he's a comedian. Like, what do you expect? He's joking. He's making jokes. So that's why that didn't bother me in the slightest. But the fact that, you know, people hypersensitive, it is what it is. It's not the fucking climate for. It's not the ideal climate for comedy at this point. Now, with that being said, onto Kevin Hart's comedy and Zero Fucks Given. I honestly, at first, I want to say like the first 20 minutes, it was jokes about how famous he is, and like, yes, he mentioned how he did contract COVID, and thankfully he survived. With that being said, some of the jokes just felt like they were out my tax bracket. These feel like, you know, high class and fancy jokes, and just nothing that was truly as relatable as he has been. And it wasn't until he got into I'm 40, like the 40-year-old jokes, where he talks about how, you know, his wife's always trying to go do something, how, you know, he's barely got any energy, his body's changing and all that stuff. Like, okay, now it's getting a little more relatable. Hell, he even had a joke where him and his friends have they would go with bad planning. They would go to like a parking lot, and then they try to make the plan there. The only reason why I really chuckled at that is because I have watched these things happen growing up, seeing, you know, people, myself included. I be trying to leave the house without truly making a plan. All I know is that I'm ready to leave the house. There's a place to go. I'm going to go. What I do when I get there, I don't know. I just know I'm trying to go. With that being said, you know, it wasn't bad. It just wasn't the Kevin Hart that we've grown accustomed to, or maybe it's us being used to the Kevin Hart character. A great conversation was had on the Joe Budden podcast, and I'm not even going to lie to you. And this is not to shade Kevin Hart. This is just to highlight how funny it was. But when this motherfucker Joe Budden yelled in the microphone, "Kevin, do drugs," I died. I fucking died laughing. That shit was hilarious. And then I laughed harder at that than I did the stand-up. And that's not something I'm too proud to say, because I fucks with Kevin. But to get deeper into the conversation that we're having at this, just because I didn't find it that funny, you know, I was going to let everybody else be great. And it did not feel the same. So what ended up happening was Kevin Hart went to, I guess, his Clubhouse thing. I don't know what this is, dog. I don't know nothing about these new apps. I've never even touched TikTok because it ain't Vine. Like, fam, I'm late to the game. That's all I can say. Kevin Hart got on Clubhouse, and he had all these different conversations with people, I guess, defending his shit. Dog, at his level of status, in my opinion, and old Cage's opinion on the Continuity Cast, or the name's down here, on the Continuity Cast, fucking, especially with a title called Zero Fucks Given, why are you defending yourself? There's no need to defend yourself. Just stand by your shit. You fucking went out there, you feel like you did your best effort, by all means, stand by it. Stand tall, stand proud. Like, I don't need, like, you defending your shit for what? Oh, and the thing that killed me the most, I honestly, worse than like defending it, it's the fact that he admitted that his intention was to go viral with the joke about calling his daughter a hoe. I ain't think too much of it because, you know, he said, look, I can't remember. Did he say that she's a hoe? I can't remember. And I wish if I could play it right now, I definitely would. That way I have better reference. Can't really do that right now. But I do remember that he started to relate to it because he, in the joke, he continues on because he was like, you know, I saw the first one, then the second one, and then the third one. He talked about how he ended up just liking one after the other after another. So he related to it. But, hey, look, man, in the words of Andrew Schultz, fuck, nope, never mind. I was going to try and quote it. I can't quote it. I really was about to because when Andrew, like, from the Brilliant Idiots podcast, I've heard him say this a bunch of times where he's like, don't judge me for the joke, judge me for the intention. Something along those lines. The intention of the joke. I can't recall the exact wording, and I am sorry about that. I don't like misquoting people, especially with something that he says all the time, like I just said. But it's the fact that when Kevin Hart admitted that his intention was to go viral, I was like, God damn, man. Now they really like that. It kind of soured the mood a little bit for me, but that's neither here nor there. Hopefully, Kevin Hart, honestly, I say he gets back on the fucking stage. Like, I hope he takes this as like a shot in the chin. And now let's see how you respond with that. I want this motherfucker to come out and come on stage and truly like let loose, because you can tell like with his style of comedy, it's still safe, for lack of a better term. Yes, he's cussing. Yeah, he's saying fuck, shit, dick, clit. He's saying all this other stuff, and it's cool and everything. But it's not that fucking. It's not providing us with like, I guess, the legendary comedy that we are truly searching for right here and now. Everything feels very. I don't want to say stagnant, because you can actually, like he says it in the comedy specials, you watch his kids grow. You hear about how his kids are growing and his different marriages and things like that. So obviously there's some fluidity to it. It's just something about his subject matter within the comedy. It just seems like it's not hidden like it once was. So I'd like to hear everybody else's thoughts. Tell me how you're feeling about this, that, and the third, and all these different things, and blah, 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 blah. Just let me know how you're feeling, and, let's have a conversation on this. But other than that, I enjoy Kevin Hart's stand-up typically. This one, it felt like a honest God truth 4 out of 10 for me. Like, I don't want to sit there and give it like a C or anything like that. Like, I feel like he could have came harder. He could have did better. And okay is just okay, for lack of a better term. Now, with that being said, let's continue to push on. Fucking this weekend, me and my bodacious, beautiful boobay, we watched the movie The Run. Real quick movie review. No shit. Go watch The Act. Look, no shit. Go get on fucking, true crime on YouTube and look up Gypsy Rose, bar for bar. And I'm imagining that's what this story is based off of. Not fucking, they took the story and then they slapped it on there with the new paint and said that. But I feel like it's pretty much based on there, because it's an interesting story. For those who have not heard of Gypsy Rose, the fucking story of the movie, Gypsy Rose shit is too long. So the story of the fucking movie, it's about this girl, super smart girl, getting ready to go to college. Mom's like, all right, bet, I'm cool with you going to college. And then next thing you know, mom's like, hey, don't touch that fucking mail before I look at it. Hey, take all these fucking pills. Hold on, here, this pill looks different. Nah, fam, it's cool. Just take that pill. Little girl starts growing suspicions and things like that. So throughout the movie, you see her trying to investigate and see why is her mother holding things back from her, and what kind of secrets does she have locked away. It's a pretty good thriller piece, and I got to give a shout out. Hold on, because I did not know this, so I want to give a shout out to the actress, fucking Kiera Allen. Kiera Allen, great fucking job. Great fucking job to you. Shout out to you. So, I think. Okay, so my bad. I had to make sure I read this properly. So the cool thing about Kiera Allen, and this is where people are going to truly cheer her on, is the fact that Kiera Allen uses a wheelchair. So she actually uses a wheelchair. So there's a scene in the movie where she's without her wheelchair, but she still has to get around, and you can see it's very tense with how painful it looks to walk, like for her to get around without having that wheelchair accessible. So I gotta give her a shout out for her acting prowess right there. She did a good ass job, especially with somebody like Sarah Paulson. Sarah Paulson, who I don't know if she likes to play like fucked up people. I don't know if she's like projecting or some shit, but yo, man, Sarah Paulson's always gonna bring the heat. You know that. You know this. But I thought the movie was pretty cool. I thought it was a nice thing to watch, something to switch it up a little bit, especially because we don't have movies available. But the next thing I want to ask everybody, for those of y'all who have seen it, for those of y'all who have already inquired upon this movie, which do y'all prefer, The Run or The Act? Because if I'm being real, this is where the conversation of now we're going to get into like a movie versus a TV show, and I feel like the movie doesn't have, the same graces as the TV show, because the movie doesn't give you enough time to connect with the characters like a TV show does. Ooh, The Act was fucking good. It's like 5 episodes, but man, look, that shit right there. The Act is a no shit. This is Gypsy, like it's damn near a fucking damn near. It is an actual TV show based off of the Gypsy Rose situation. Like, no shit. Start to finish, it was fucking good. It even goes in depth on like some of the history of previous characters. Now, I can't speak to the authenticity of it because I know nothing of Dee Blanchard, but Gypsy Rose, man, look, the girl who played Gypsy Rose and the boyfriend, y'all motherfuckers did a good ass job. That boyfriend, I felt so bad for him because I never thought about what happened to him during like crime documentaries and shit like that. But when I saw the TV show, I was like, oh yeah, he did get fucked over, didn't he? Huh? Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. Hey man, look, I say I don't know what to tell you. Yo, it is what it is. That's like some sad shit right there. I don't really know what to say about that one. Fuck. All right, so let's go ahead and keep pushing on, man. Let's keep pushing on. Fucking, I had one more thing I wanted to get into right before we get into sports. Fuck. So I don't think I mentioned this last time. That's what I meant to. That's what I meant to bring up. My fault. My fault. So I was gonna go ahead and start going in depth about the Mandalorian because I'm really excited to talk about that. But I'm gonna save that for a little bit later, just a little bit later until we get to like the nerd shit. So let's go ahead and get into some sports talk. Very first thing I want to go ahead and get my shit off on the Steelers and Ravens are playing right now, and as much as I want to tune in on that game, priorities, family meeting right here. You know how it is. But after watching that Eagles game last week. Oh man, this is gonna be a fucking buddy. This is gonna be a rough one, a very rough one. I'm gonna have to bring it next time. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. So the Eagles. Man, look. Have I ever told y'all about the definition of insanity? Word to fucking Voss from Far Cry 3, cause this motherfucker, no, like at this point, he basically predicted how I would feel in 2020. Like, yo. The definition of insanity is when you do the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you expect something different. That's me watching the Eagles play at this point. I know what's going on. I see what's wrong. I even find other YouTubers and shit and different articles that discuss what's going on, and I still watch these games. I don't know why. Is it crack? Is it the cocaine? I can't tell. Maybe I'm just stuck on stupid at this point. Like, I don't know what else to say. Fucking, I'm trying to pull up these scores real quick because I am pretty butthurt. Like, honest and truthfully. The shit is fucking sad. So, the Eagles played the Seahawks this previous Monday. And in this game, yo, fam, the Seahawks won 23 to fucking 17. I believe that's the score. Let me fact check real quick. Fucking out here making sure I'm fucking holding my 23-17. When I tell you, don't let that fucking score fool you, because that 17 ain't a real fucking thing. We basically lost 23-9. Honest and truthfully, I don't really damn man, this shit irritates my fucking soul. So I gotta give it to the fucking defense. The Philadelphia Eagles defense showed up. Them niggas just got tired. I don't know what else to say about that. Like, the Eagles defense did their jobs at first. Like, they were getting fucking 3 and outs. Like, literally in the first quarter ended 0-0. It just so happened that Carson Wentz and the offense could not get anything going until it was damn near too late already. And they just got tired. But before we get into that, I do have to put I gotta put some fault on the defense. Darius Slay. DK Metcalf. Shit. DK Metcalf he chose violence. This motherfucker said, oh, you saying I ain't Megatron, bitch? Bet. This motherfucker, this dude, 10 receptions, 177 yards. I could have sworn I thought he had a touchdown. No, okay, so DK Metcalf ain't had no damn touchdown. But this motherfucker was killing us. Like, damn, man, the fucking Seahawks, they came and brought it to us. The defense did as best as they could. I'm really starting to fall in love more and more with the way Singletary, I think that's his name, Singletary's playing. Like, he's damn near the diamond in the rough, especially when it comes down to linebackers. This dude just seems to, like, he's basically putting himself in the right spots. Especially when he blitzes, like, this dude goes and he hits, and it looks like he hits fucking hard. But I like the way that he's playing so far. Can't really speak on a lot of other people. Jalen Mills, Jalen Mills, he got hoed out of an interception, but outside of that, this defense can't really be trusted. I'll say that. I'll definitely say that. But fucking, y'all ready to talk about this trash ass offense, bro? First and foremost, don't tell me why in the news leading up to this game we hear how Doug Peterson's not afraid to be fired. Jalen Hurts starts getting more fucking reps with the first team, with the first stringers. Like you see this, you see all these things. Here goes Jalen Hurts. Came in for what? I think he came in for one fucking play. One play that ended up being a penalty, false start. Literally, fucking half of the offensive line jumps the fucking gun. And now he's looking with deer in the headlights because now instead of the play that they were originally going to do, now he has to they have to change plays because the Seahawks were damn near, I think they read it at that point. And then you know what Jalen Hurts is going to do when he comes in the game? Hey, shut up. I'm recording a fucking video here. Get your shit together. Yeah, we'll do that. So, literally, when Jalen Hurts gets in the game, you know he's going to run the ball. It was the same quarterback draw that happens every single time. I don't know how he gained I don't know how he got 6 yards, but he got 6 yards. Fucking, don't worry, Carson. I'm saving you for last. Next, let's go ahead and get to this play calling. With the play calling, Miles Sanders, 6 fucking carries, 15 yards. Granted, watching this shit, Miles was getting fucking stuffed because they knew. It's real basic. If you can't run, you got to resort to throwing the ball. I'm pretty sure the Seahawks are more comfortable with Carson Wentz throwing the ball because they know that an interception is inevitable. But like I said, we're going to wait. We're going to wait for that one. I don't know why Doug Peterson and Mike McCarthy are in a race to see who can call the worst plays. Clearly, Mike McCarthy has pulled ahead with that dumbass fucking fake punt. But Doug Peterson don't like to be tried for some reason. Now, with that being said, guess what? Miles Sanders only has 6 carries. Boston Scott only has 2 carries. Come on, man. We got it. We need more than that, especially if we're going to get fucking Carson Wentz anything. But we don't have an offensive line. Jordan Mailata got a chance to play. Fucking Jason Peters has been so terrible that they moved him from fucking, what was it? I think it was right tackle. Either it was right tackle or left tackle. He got moved from tackle to guard. That's how bad he was playing. And even still, Carson Wentz somehow, some way, ended up getting sacked 6 times against the Seahawks. When I tell you, this shit is unfucking acceptable. I don't understand what else can be done. Actually, no, I do understand what else can be done. Jobs got to be lost. Something has to happen. People need to move or be moved because this is fucking sad. This truly is sad. It really is. But don't worry. We coming to Carson next. Look, Carson. Carson. My nigga. 25 completions, 45 attempts, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. When I tell you, it doesn't look that bad. QBR 57.3. That's where some of the truth is. That's those 6 sacks. That's where some of the truth is. That 1 interception. When I tell you, dog, I'm tired. I am motherfucking tired. I watched this YouTube video, this YouTuber, really dope dude. He knows a shit ton about football because he broke down the mechanics, Carson Wentz's faulty mechanics that I've never noticed before. But when I go back and look at some of these fucking lowlights, fam, it's right there in your fucking face. And it's fucking wild. Carson Wentz and this receiving core, from the wide receivers not being able to get separation to fucking him not being on the same page as other people because they're confused between having to listen to one quarterback to a second quarterback. I get it. They pay you too much money for this to still be a thing. They pay you entirely too much fucking money for this to be a thing. Fam, this shit makes no sense whatsoever. And the fact that maybe it's because I'm so salty I can't accept them going up for a fucking Hail Mary and Richard Rodgers getting a fucking Hail Mary touchdown. Cool for Richard Rodgers. Hope that keeps you on the team. That's great. With that being said, I don't see why we have to put up with this right here, right now. Yo, if the fucking owner, Jeffrey Lurie, however the hell you pronounce his name, is leaving the game, like not showing up to games, leaving practices early, yo, do it. Press the red fucking button. Press it right now, my nigga. Like, yo, help me. Damn, man, that shit is fucking. It's irritating, and I'm not finna sit here and cry over no fucking team that's not paying me. But goddamn, man, I was so ready to talk shit this season. So fucking ready. Because I was like, oh, man, the Eagles about to get healthy. Niggas about to fucking hear it. And then we started losing these games. We fucking tied one. And I was like, ooh, fuck. It's not looking too goddamn hot. I don't want to go back and look at these old videos. Because if I end up doing that, I'm going to be fucking real disgusted. Because all that hope in his eyes. Look at that. Look at that young man with the fucked up hair. I was about to say, look, with the lack of haircut, having hope in his eyes. That poor soul. Fuck him. With that being said, though, look, I'm about to say, y'all seen that picture of Will Smith where he just looked tired? That's me. That's me all day, every day. I'm motherfucking tired. That's how I'm feeling. Ooh, shit. That makes no sense. But on a more positive note, NCAA started up. And not just NCAA basketball. Now, y'all know I love me some basketball. Now, with that being said, I'm having the same dilemma as in football. I never really latched myself onto a team. Never really found a home, so I'm still trying to find a home. But I want to give a couple shout-outs to a couple dope things. Yo, Gonzaga's first game, it looked like they played the number one Gonzaga played number 6 Kansas. Damn, I'll actually watch that game. Ass whipping. Don't worry, Mike, I'm coming to you next. Fucking that shit right there. That was it was a good game. It really looked like Gonzaga's got a lot of length and size to them, and at the same time, they looked like they could switch on to damn near anything. I was really impressed with like how they played the game, but I want to continue to see how they do because it looks like they only played 2 games so far, and there's like a billion other teams that went 3. I want to say 4-0 at this point. I think somebody's playing right now, so we're gonna have to find one and then stick with one. As much as I want to fucking, I don't think it's possible to find an amazing college football team, and an amazing college basketball team. I haven't heard of a thing because I can't think of it. The second you think of Alabama's football team, you look at Alabama's basketball, and I don't think it's really there. You look at fucking Florida. Well, maybe Florida. No, I don't really know about Florida. Y'all gotta tell me, man. Y'all gotta help me out. Hook me up. Point me out in the right direction. But shout out to fucking Jason Preston, I think that's his name. Hold on, because I want to make sure I get his shit right. Jason Preston. I'm putting some respect on his name. His fucking story. Damn, man. I'm fucking inspired. And that's one of the things that I wanted to bring in. I wanted to start the video off with. That little hint of positivity. This dude, 6 foot, 140 pound, high school senior, averaged 2 points a game, no college offers. And somehow, some way, recorded all of his highlights, something along those lines. And then he got fucking found by an AAU scout, something like that. And then he ended up going to the AAU, balling the fuck out, and now he's playing for fucking, I want to say it's Ohio. That's where I got him from. Or that's what I wrote down in my notes. But shout out to him because in 3 games, he's averaging 21 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Pretty fucking dope. I hope he continues to put in this good work. Hope he stays fucking true to himself and just keeps working hard because, hey, you put in the work and it always shows for it. With that being said, speaking of putting the work, I'm going to give a shout. I'm going to continue to go in with the sports trend, continue to go with basketball. NCAA women's basketball. Yo, shout out to the South Carolina Gamecocks. When I tell you the fact that this is a real score, South Carolina Gamecocks 119 to College of Charleston's 38 points. Yo, see, as somebody who's never played a team sport, I don't know what it feels like to look at a score like that at the end. And how do you fucking come together as a team? Dog, I'd want to fucking fight somebody, especially because I know they was talking shit. I know they were talking shit. You got to come see me, bro. I gotta beat the shit out of somebody. Like, I just want to know what happened. Are they much taller? Are they bigger? Like, what happened? That shit right there is fucking oof. Look, that's all you can say about that one. But from what it looks like, they got South Carolina look like they got a fucking dynamic duo in Destiny Henderson and Zaya Cook. The main one I heard of was Zaya Cook for like the first 2 games. I like the way that she slashes. She knows how to get up the court. She knows how to move, and she's not afraid to fucking drive it over anybody, any fucking body. But Destiny Henderson looks like she's down to fucking rumble in the paint, and I gotta put some respect on that right there. But another person who look like they're down to rumble in the paint, Charlie Collier. I really hate mispronouncing names, but I don't have nobody here to correct me. Yo, if I fucked your name up, let a nigga know. That's the only way I can get better at getting your shit right. But Charlie dropped 44 points against North Texas. Yo, man, shout out to that. Fucking Haley Van Lilith dropped 20 points and 11 rebounds. And she plays for Louisville. I can't remember who she fucking dropped that on, but I gotta put respect on her name. I remember seeing her in a couple of Ballers Life videos. Her and fucking Paige Bucker. I don't even know how to pronounce their names, but yo, man. Hey, man, they looking fucking nice over there. I can't wait. I want to see if South Carolina's going to continue to dominate, but I got a feeling I'm going to hear about those two names for a good minute. Hopefully, Destiny Henderson and Zaya Cook get some more respect on their names, even though I think like Destiny Henderson's a junior, Zaya Cook's a sophomore, so I'm pretty sure we're going to hear about them even more until they make that transition into the WNBA. Can't see why they wouldn't go. But all that being said, you know what's coming back, baby. NBA. I can't believe it's already almost here because I feel like, the previous bubble NBA season just finished half a second ago. And today it got announced that the very first game is going to be the Celtics versus the Bucks. And then we got and then literally 2 days later on Christmas, it's the Celtics versus the Nets. Honest and truthfully, Celtics are going to win everything. Celtics are going to win the finals. Hey, we getting banner number 18. I'm speaking good things into existence. Let's fucking go. Honest and truthfully. But look, I got to speak it into existence, but now I got to bring myself back to reality because Kemba Walker has been announced that he got a stem cell injection in his knee, and he's going to miss the beginning of the season. I don't know how long until we're going to have him on the court. I'm praying that you have a healthy recovery. Focus on getting yourself better. I got a feeling that the team is going to continue to find a way. I honestly think we're going to beat the Bucks. And I think in the game against the Nets, I think we're going to find a way to win. I got faith in my squad like that. If Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown continue to prove and be the superstars Cage already had made up in his mind that they are, good. Fucking now's the time for Jeff Teague to come in and show like, yo, fam, you can provide that backup. Marcus Smart. If Marcus Smart continues to give us that bubble play, kind of pull back a little bit on the shots, but he gives us that same bubble play, bro. Like, I think Marcus Smart's going to average about like 16 points this season. I don't think Tristan Thompson's going to be there. I heard that Tristan Thompson is dealing with a hamstring strain. So hopefully, I'm praying that he's going to be there because they're going to need the size. They're definitely going to need the rebounding. And I would love to have Daniel Tice practice with Tristan Thompson and get some tips and whatnot from a tried and true champion. Regardless of how he played after LeBron left, like, fam, there's a reason why we ended up saying Tristan Thompson's name during the fucking finals. The fucking finals. If there's ever a time to show up, it's during the break, like when the brightest lights are on you. Fucking another basketball news. I tried to tell myself not to immediately talk about this stuff. That way I have more stuff to talk about. But because I already like dipped my toe into some fucking somebody else's name, I might as well keep going. But I want to give a shout out to LeVar Ball. After I say the right thing, my bad. I want to give a shout out to LiAngelo Ball. So LiAngelo Ball, according to Bleacher Report, let me see if I can because I want to pull that shit up. All right. So LiAngelo Ball is signing a 1-year non-guaranteed deal with the Pistons. Shout out to him. You had a minor setback, not getting drafted. You ended up putting in the work, continuing to work hard, betting on yourself, and now, hey, look, I got to give props, bro. It's the Pistons, but at the same time, if he can get to that team and prove his worth and prove that he belongs in that league, he's going to get more opportunities. And I'm excited. I mentioned LeVar Ball just because there's more controversy surrounding LeVar Ball's name. And if there's one thing I love to see, I love LeVar Ball. He's a character. I love that man just because whenever he shows up to any show, it's going to be entertaining. You're going to hear about it for days to come. I'm not going to speak on what happened with First Take. We're not going to talk about shifting gears because, that's dangerous around these parts. With that being said, though, I want to give him a shout out because he sat there and said that all of his boys are going to go to the NBA. A man of his word. Look at him now. Man of his word. He proved it. He did it. All of his sons are now in the NBA. So now it's about, I think his next goal is what he said in the Club Shay Shay podcast. It's all about trying to get them together, get them all on one team, and then just build a legacy. I love the fact that he's telling his sons somebody's got to be better than Jordan. I love the fact that he's instilling his sons with no sense of fear. Granted, from what I'm gathering that he's saying, it's like he's still, making sure they still respect it, but they're not afraid of it. I love that. Why not shoot for the stars? The worst thing you'll do is land on the cloud. Hey man, I really do hope that all of them, from Lonzo to LaMelo to LiAngelo, I hope all of y'all be great. I hope all of y'all fucking put in work no matter where you are all at. Unfortunately, Celtics are still gonna get the titles, the rings, all that fun stuff. Another thing we're still waiting on, LeBron James signed a 2-year, $85 million contract with the Lakers. I think that's going to carry him into 2023 to 24 season. So he's going to be there for a little minute. I'm thinking he's going to end up retiring there. Hey, look, man, with all that he's been through and he does, he deserves it. He deserves to kick his feet back. With that being said, I really don't need excuse me. I'm sorry. I really don't need the stress if LeBron continues to win rings with the Lakers because I know I'm going to hear it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing it. I am so tired of hearing it. Yo, man, if LeBron James is your GOAT, cool. If LeBron James is not your GOAT, cool. He ain't my GOAT, but I respect him. I fucking hate LeBron during the fucking season just because the motherfucker is cold. There's no way to put it. During the bubble, I was like, damn, that motherfucker is still cold. Ain't nothing you can say about that. He's just that nice. That's all, that's greatness. Gotta give him respect. With that being said, them boys over in Boston. Look, you see how I gotta keep plugging my team. I gotta keep hyping my team up. Them boys in Boston are coming for blood. Best believe. And I highly doubt that they're afraid of the Brooklyn Nets. I highly doubt they're afraid of the Milwaukee Bucks. I think they want vengeance against Miami. I got faith in my boys. I do. I have faith that Brad Stevens will assess all the mistakes that were made and he will improve upon them. Cage is speaking nothing but good things into existence. Be like Cage. You see that? Growth. Look. Oh man, it's nice to fucking. I'm starting to wake up now. I need some more fucking coffee in my system. But with all that being said, all the cool kids, thank you for coming. It's nice kicking it with you. Y'all know, make sure you subscribe, you hit that bell for the notifications when I'm gonna pop up again. Now that all the cool kids are gone, let's get into some nerd shit, dog. Hold on. To quote the great Comics Explained, Rob Jefferson. Let me quote him real quick while I pull my shit up. Let me tell you something, man. Look, I can't do it as good as him. But, dog, this fucking Mandalorian, I got to give it to you. I was hesitant to watch it because if my boys didn't like it, my boys are the true Star Wars fans, I'm a trust their word. But they love it. I had to give it a try. Now, I don't think I got all the references that were made regarding the Mandalorian. In the onesies and twosies, when this thing's supposed to be here and it's supposed to look like this. I didn't really pick up on all those things. all well, fine and good. I still had a good fucking time with it. So let's go ahead and do a review. So with the Mandalorian, so full review time. So the Mandalorian, created by Jon Favreau, starring Pedro Pascal, Gina Carano. Yeah, I think that's her name. It's my boy Gus, whose name I can never pronounce, because that's when I feel like if I fuck his name up, he will know, and then he will be at my house within an hour. Like, I think he has connections like that. No bullshit. Like, this motherfucker's everywhere. Look, everywhere. But, all right, so I finally finished the season. Last cast, I stopped at episode 4 halfway through. Episodes 5 through fucking 8. Went ahead, watched them all, and I enjoyed them for the most part. So now that I have the whole season in my fucking grasp, let's go ahead and get into it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, let's start with positive. Let's stay on the positive note. Pedro Pascal's performance as, I love this name, Din Djarin, I think that's his name. Yeah, Din Djarin. So his performance as Din Djarin, fucking dope. I did not think that, well, for one, I didn't know who the fuck he was until I Googled it, and I was like, holy fuck, it's the Viper. Oh my God. Like, I was so shocked to see his ass. And then to, like, see how he's still letting his personality shine, like, while still being contained within the mask. This dude is cold as fuck. He is, lack of a better term, a fucking badass. Dope. And with that being said, he's proven that he has more heart. Now, I did relate the story of the Mandalorian, especially like the first 2 episodes, to The Last of Us, where, you know, you get this gruff person, you know, this dude that's rough around the edges, who's given a task to take this package to go do X, Y, Z, and ABC. Now, with that being said, it's like, look, he ain't no fucking Joel. I'm gonna say that. He is cold as shit, though. I gotta give him credit where credit is due. He's not like the rawest one, because we saw some other Mandalorians that looked fucking cool, but he ain't the rawest one, but he's our one. He's still fucking cool in his own right. Now, in the episodes following, actually fucking all the episodes in general, episodes 1 through fucking 8, I'm gonna say, like, my favorite episode off the top of my head, damn, I'm torn between, it might end up being the last episode, even though I don't like the way that the episode itself ended. So, still speaking on positive stuff, I got to give it to him. Taika Waititi had no fucking clue that he was anywhere involved in this. The fact that he played the IG unit, the motherfucker that's like knocking bitches off, the killing unit, that shit was hard. I really liked I liked the dialogue that came between the two, and I liked the fact that Queel, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Fuck, I'm bad at this. But I like the way that it was explained that Queel salvaged him and then trained him. Said he filled him with fucking patience and reinforcement, and helped him to reject his not reject, but showed that he could be more than just a killing machine. Now, with that being said, yo, RIP a real one. You went out fucking dope. We needed that. I got to give it to Taika Waititi. It's like, yes, it was cool that he was still, like, he was being refrained in his voice acting because, you know, he was a robot, but it still gave you the fucking feels like, damn, man, you are more than a robot. Especially the scene where, spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen season 1, even though season 2 has been out for a minute. Fucking, like, I did not think we were going to get to see Pedro Pascal's actual face. I didn't think we would ever see the Mandalorian actually take off his fucking helmet. I thought that was fucking dope. Like, he got fucked up towards the end. He been through some shit. Definitely been through some shit. But a couple of things, couple other stuff that I did enjoy. Who doesn't enjoy Baby Yoda? That little motherfucker is just clutch. He's amazing. Like, there's nothing new about that. Fucking, I did not know that fucking Nick Nolte. Hold on. So there's like so many fucking other people that just decided to pop up within this show. I'm trying to see if I can fucking find it. Like, apparently there was some fucking stormtroopers at the beginning of episode 8. I think somebody said it was like Jason Sudeikis, who's just one of the stormtroopers. If there's anything, that was probably the funniest scene to me. Where they was talking about how Moff's just killing his own men just to prove a point. Hilarious. But fucking Bill Burr shows up in an episode, and I was like, yo, man, with Bill Burr's accent, I just don't trust him. I don't know. Bill, look, that fucking Boston accent that he just takes with him everywhere. I was like, yo, man, this dude's a fucking criminal. I don't know. He just looks sketchy. Like, look at his eyes. Something wrong with that man's eyes. fucking the show itself was good. Like I said, I want to start off with like positive. I already spoke about some positives on the previous episode. Now, some things I feel like, could have been better. My least favorite episode, off rip, chapter 4, Sanctuary. I just didn't buy this. Village of farmers within an afternoon went from just a village of farmers to a capable village of farmers, where you can see like they're still like, amateurs in fighting, but they're still taking down these marauders. All right, lack of a better term. You see how long it took me. I was like, what's the name of that shit from Jack and Dax? So the marauders. Fuck, that's a hard word. So the fact that they took them down so easily, I guess like this one girl's trying to get down on my boy, trying to like convince him to stay and help raise the child, or not their child, both, like two different kids. And my boy was like, I'm pretty good on that, and he got on down. Not really my favorite episode, but if it's your favorite, it's all well fun and good. Fuck it. Now, the reason why I wasn't feeling the ending is because like literally when fucking Gus from Breaking Bad shows up in the TIE Fighter, and they're like, oh shit, this motherfucker's about to get it. And, the Mandalorian's like, let me go and get him out the paint. He literally puts on that fucking jetpack, flies up, struggles to put a bomb on, throws a bomb on, bomb blows up. All right, he's down. We're good. Everything's good. We wrapped up. Show ended. Just like that. No bullshit. Like, as soon as they came out the fucking river, like, they said, all right, we good. All minds clear. Look to your neighbor, say neighbor. All right, let's go home. And then the show just ended. I was like, all right, I thought there was going to be a little bit more. I thought they were going to draw it out more, but I guess they gave all the story beats and they set up for season 2 as best as they could when they had like the armorer tell the Mandalorian, listen, the next thing you going to do is you going to drop that little boy off back to his fucking people. But, fuck, I should have started with that one. So, positives. As somebody who knows nothing of Star Wars, my knowledge of Star Wars is fucking more zero than this fucking circle right here, right? Fucking, I enjoyed the fact that I knew what the Force was and the Mandalorian didn't. Yup, I am finally smarter than the Mandalorian, all because I know about the Force. Yeah, that's what you get when you level up like Chris. All right, so the fucking Mandalorian gets a little bit of exposition from the armorer, who is, I guess, the leader of the Mandalore, the new Mandalore. Like, they're covert, I guessing. But she explains to them like, oh yeah, the Force, like these things have been seen like by ancestors of old who saw like these fucking space sorcerers, these magic sorcerers with these light swords do that shit. And I was like, oh, they talking about the motherfucking Force. Look at me knowing shit. Fuck you thought this was. Let's go. But all in all, great fucking show. I really enjoyed the acting. The action was pretty fucking dope. Main thing I loved about it is I feel like this was a great expansion to the Star Wars universe that I know of. Because I never played the games, never read the comics, never read the books. But I feel like it's a great expansion of the Star Wars universe because it brings the new age technology and it's telling a whole nother story. Like, yo, fam, they don't even say the word Jedi in this shit. I think. I was drunk for most of these episodes. That's how good they were. But it's like, now I'm truly intrigued by like the criminal underworld version of Star Wars. I want to know what else is going on in this like black market-esque kind of world where they're making trades. They're doing these dirty jobs. They're like trying to break people out of these prisons. I want to know more. I want some history, some backstory on the Mandalorian outside of why he hates droids. I want to know what the fuck happened where he had to abandon old boy from episode 6 that Bill Burr was trying to fucking break out. These are things a Cage needs to know. So definitely gonna check out season 2. Season 2 I heard has Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka. Now I've never seen the Clone Wars, the TV show. It just never caught my eye like that. But after hearing so many different people say how great it was, I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's on Disney Plus too, so I'm gonna have to look into it. As well as I heard Star Wars Rebels wasn't that good, but because I like Darth Vader, my cousin James Earl Jones. What's up, cuz? Yo. But I hope I hope we're actually cousins. I was told by my dad, and I got a cousin who said that we're related to James Earl Jones. I need the Carfax. So, hey, Jimmy, look at me. pay for our DNA test. Look, come here. Hold on. Let me see. If I could pull off one line, then maybe. All right. So hold on. I gotta give you a good James Earl Jones line real quick. I ain't got nothing. Look, I need Code over here. My wife took Code out the room, so now I was about to say, that hairball is my son and your future king. Something like that. Come on, cuz. Come pay for the motherfucking DNA test. I need it. Come on now. Don't act like we not family. You can see it in our face. You see this smile? It's the James Earl Jones cousin smile right there. But back to Star Wars. So I heard that Rosario Dawson's playing Ahsoka. Never watched the show, but I know of Ahsoka. I'm interested to get to that point because I heard she's a great Jedi, and fucking Gus from Breaking Bad had like this fucking black lightsaber. So I'm trying to figure out like if we're gonna get more information on these different things, because I need to know where that black lightsaber came from. That shit look fucking hard. Like I need one. Right meow. Right fucking meow. But all in all, I like the first season of The Mandalorian. Oh shit, I'm fucking up. So, whatever. You live and you learn. Where I feel like it's a little one thing I didn't really like was how episodic it was. I didn't really know what the plot was until episode 7, where they say, okay, now he has to go take the child back to its species. All right, it's all well fine and good now, but everything before that, it's like, all right, what are we getting into now? We're getting to this now. Oh, now this kid's trying to hire the Mandalorian to fucking go find this dope ass sniper, and now the kid's trying to betray him. That's just something I wasn't really feeling, because as somebody who knows nothing of Star Wars, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm about to get like this in-depth fucking explanation of the way of the Mandalore, but it doesn't give everything that to you. It gives it to you in like chunks and pieces, and I want all the exposition now. Hell, I watch Hunter x Hunter for this. I need them to give me fucking 45 minutes worth of exposition. God damn it. With all that being said, that's it for the Star Wars shit. That is all for that one right there. So let's get into this anime stuff so we can go ahead and get on down. So, as of today, the fuck is the date? Today's the 2nd. Apparently, Jujutsu Kaisen got an English dub. How could I ever say no to that? So, I'm gonna have to check out that Jujutsu Kaisen English dub. I'm gonna try to fucking give y'all a good review by the next fucking cast on Sunday. It looks like only 2 episodes are out, but I'm gonna still give it a try. Fucking, what else we got going on? I tried to see if there was any more Higurashi When They Cry episodes, but I couldn't really find any other episodes. So I don't know if they're having trouble like dubbing it. I don't know what's going on, or they're just like stockpiling, like how One Piece English dub comes out, where they do X amount of episodes, release them, X amount of episodes, release them, something like that. But I can't imagine the show being too insanely long, because they got some like shit to get through. I don't know if it's 12 episodes or fucking 20 something. It looks like it might be a slow burn. With all that being said, we're hitting a little low on the anime, just because I haven't really had time to sit down and truly enjoy and dive into new anime. I was thinking about picking up Haikyuu again and continuing that, because I enjoyed the first 2 seasons with the anime, so I might have to keep going with the 3rd one. With all that being said, manga time. Let's do a manga review real quick. So I'm gonna pull this up. Y'all get comfortable. Y'all relax. Take a load off, and then we're gonna get into some motherfucking. Let's start with My Hero Academia. Both chapters were fucking hype. Let's start with some My Hero Academia. So let's go ahead and get into this My Hero Academia. So My Hero Academia chapter 292. It starts off with fucking Best Genius. He's still on the airplane, or the aircraft that they came in on, but he's commenting how they are receiving Dobby's transmission, where he tells his story. So he's like, all right, so you think you finna air this dirty laundry, bitch? Nah, fam, I'm gonna stop your punk bitch ass. So immediately we catch up and we see how Best Genius is fucking jumping down, going straight into contact with a fuckload of thread, and he's immediately holding down Gigantomachia. So when he holds down Gigantomachia, you see our boy Bakugo. He gets up and he's like, missing person, huh? Yeah, right. So while all this is happening, fucking Dobby comments and he's like, yo, you really alive? Nah, bitch. I know you died. There was a fucking body and everything. Best Jeanist like, yeah, you ain't shit, punk bitch ass. So, what did he say? I want the exact quote. You've overreached and now you're coming apart at the seams like cheap inferior denim. So you see how he is with his jean shit. But with all that being said, fucking Spinner, like, I'm not gonna say he talk no jutsu, but he yells at this boy Shigaraki to wake up. While he's yelling, fucking the Whirlwind Girl immediately Whirlwind Girl, let me put some respect on her name. Hato jumps in to try and attack and take out fucking Shigaraki, make sure he doesn't get back up. But while she attacks him, Dobby blindsides her. It looks like she gets a little bit of a block off, but it doesn't mean shit because she looks like she's burnt as she falls to the ground. When this happened, you just see fucking Shoto screaming in agony. Deku and Endeavor are just watching like they're fucking losing their shit, and it ain't looking hot. And this boy Dobby looks so fucking hard. Like, damn, he's burning up all the threads that fucking Best Jeanist is throwing on him, but that don't mean shit to him. As we fucking see this, Best Jeanist starts coughing, so that tells everybody, like, alright, it's just like they said, he's not fully recovered. So I think that might have been a body, but I don't think maybe Hawks did actually attack him. We'll have to see about that. So while everybody's reacting to Dobby lighting fucking Hato on fire, we go back to fucking Shigaraki. Shigaraki sees an image of his old house come up, and then he like barely fucking gets the words out. But the first thing he only says two words that's about to change the landscape of the battlefield. Makia, destroy. And this boy Makia, eyes light up, bro. Like, he lights the fuck up, and this is like worst case scenario because he immediately starts ripping off fucking threads. Meanwhile, that's happening. We have, let me count these hoes out because it looks like five Nomu. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like there's 4 Nomu. Yeah, so I don't know. Look, I'm looking at the wrong panel. My fault. So we got 4 Nomu. These heroes, whatever heroes are left that's working with Burnin', they're fighting off these 4 fucking Nomu, and then the high-end Nomu just immediately dip. So they go and they run all the way back to fucking Gigantomachia and the main heroes, ones we give a shit about. While Best Jeanist is still trying to hold down Gigantomachia with all the thread that he can muster, we get fucking Shoto running up on Dobby. Yo, this panel's fucking amazing. Beautiful to look at. Like, I can tell in the anime it's going to look great with the 2 different fires clashing against one another. So, Shoto's yelling at Dobby, and he's just trying to, like, talk some type of sense to him because he's, like, it's not even that he's trying to talk sense to him. Let me say this correctly. He's pissed at him because he's like, you really sent those villains our way. They almost killed fucking Natsu. You remember him, the brother you cried to every day? And when he says this, Dobby, full fucking Joker mode, almost killed him. What a shame. That really would have hurt Endeavor. He's so wrapped up in his hatred for Endeavor, he was more than happy with killing. It looks like he's fine with killing all of his family just to try and really, truly scar Endeavor, especially while Endeavor's trying to make a change and be a better man, a better father. So while he's literally laughing at Shoto's attempts to try and like make him admit his actions and probably like regret some of it, he tells him straight up, he was like, yo, Shoto, I'm fucking crazy. I don't have feelings anymore. Fuck that shit. It looks like it all got burnt. But right then and there, fucking Dobby even says, it looks like I get to kill you after all. Bro, it ain't looking too hot. While it's not looking too hot, like I said, the 4 fucking high-end Nomu, they show up. They try to attack Best Jeanist. While Best Jeanist is trying to hold down Gigantomachia, Midoriya is having a fucking internal monologue, and he's telling himself, like, man, you got to get up, you got to move, you got to do something. You can't be the worthless Deku who can't save anyone. Nobody's been saved yet. He's yelling at himself that he has to cover Best Jeanist back. When he does this, I'm sorry, I'm trying to calm down. When this fucking happens, you see a fucking face show up in the motherfucking rocks. The kid is back. The motherfucking boy. We got 2 comeback kids in the same fucking arc. Let's fucking go. Lemillion shows up, fucking permeating through the motherfucking rocks, and he immediately takes on all motherfucking 4 of the high-end Nomu. Let's go. having fucking Best Genius back, bro. I'm so fucking hyped to see Lemillion come back with his catchphrase power. Like, yo, I'm excited. The art, it looks amazing, and you can tell not just with Best Genius showing up, but now Lemillion showing up. The morale is it has to grow at this point. It has to grow, but they're not enough. They need to coordinate with the other heroes. I know Burnin is on the way, but I don't know how much of a help she's gonna be. It's not like they can get some like medical attention for Endeavor, but I know Endeavor's probably gonna go down trying to fight. Midoriya is he's damn near broken. I don't think there's too much more he can do because he physically couldn't move. At this point, he's moving on willpower again, but he doesn't have that adrenaline like he did in the training camp arc. So now, we're truly like, fam, it's on Best Genius and Lemillion to carry the team. Whew, oh man, shit is not looking fucking good at all. But one thing that I didn't notice on my first walkthrough is Ida catching Hato. So at first I really thought Hato was gonna be dead. I no shit thought she died right then and there. But fucking nah, Ida catches her. And another thing I didn't really notice the first time is Midoriya, even when he's freaking out like this, when he's having this internal monologue and screaming at himself, he's still already, like, his mind is still moving on how he actually can affect the battle, like, be effective within the battle, actually be efficient in something. So he's saying to himself, with floating black whip on my side, my busted limbs shouldn't matter at all. So when he's saying that, I'm thinking like he could wrap black whip around his arms to try to use it like that, or he could just, purely stick with a black whip and float ability. Use the black whips on some fucking Doc Ock shit. I don't know if they have any like density or mass to them to where he can like use it as a kind of whip attack, but that thing will be pretty cool to see. But I'm excited to see Lemillion back. I'm not even gonna front with you. I don't want to think of Lemillion with One For All, especially the way that Deku's able to use it now. But it's nice to see him back. It's dope to see somebody actually take Kitty Pryde's power, Shadowcat's fucking power, and make that shit cooler than what it already is. Yo, shout out to My Hero Academia, top 2, and I don't know how much longer it's gonna be too. I'll say that. We'll see how it lasts. Now, with that being said, ooh, fuck, I almost forgot. We gotta get into Jujutsu Kaisen. Damn, I'm fucking up, man. I'm fucking up. Why ain't nobody helping me out? So, let's go ahead and get into some Jujutsu Kaisen, because a bunch of shit is popping off. Honestly, truthfully, man, I don't even think I'm. The way that the arcs are, the arc was shorter. The last thing I remember reading was fucking one of the upperclassmen from the Kyoto High School ran up on Fushiguro. Finally got his name right. I kept calling him Fushidora and fucking I kept calling him Goju. I don't know why I'm messing everything up right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the chapters that we were last on. Let me see if I can pull up the fucking description. Yo. So my man Aoi Todo tries to run up on Fushiguro, and fucking not Megami, fucking. I'm about to start saying that. Yeah, so Fushiguro tries to run up on Megami and asks him about his taste of women, because he's like, y'all like women with fat asses. Megami's all like, nah, fam, I ain't really into that kind of shit right there. I just really want somebody who's like extremely compassionate. And he's like, yo, fam, that's fucking boring. That's the wrong answer. So they immediately start fucking fighting. We get some information on fucking Todo. So it turns out that fucking Todo is fucking famous for being, so he's a grade 1 Jujutsu sorcerer, who was famous for the incident called the Shinjuku to Kyoto Night Line of 100 Demons, where fucking it's revealed that this dude Todo does not use he didn't use his curse technique on fucking grade 1 demons, but he only uses it on a fucking special grade, and he's able to fight all by himself, still in school as a grade 1. That's fucking cool. I can't wait. Like, with that information right there, I don't think that he's going to fight Megami again. I think he's gonna fight fucking Yuji. Him and Yuji are gonna duke it the fuck out with the hands. That's what I think immediately from seeing something like that. Meanwhile, fucking Mai ends up shooting the shit out of Nobara and ruining her fucking shirt. But the two sisters end up meeting each other. Mai and Maki are revealed to be fucking sisters, and then we get some characterization with Maki learning that Maki became a sorcerer because she fucking sucks at it, and she wants to kind of like piss her family off just because they think, all because you don't have these great powers, you're gonna be a piece of shit. Whatever. Yeah, cool beans. Fucking, like, throughout these things, we see, like, we get some more political conversation going on when fucking Gojo ends up meeting Principal Gakuganji. So, Principal Gakuganji is one of the elders who are in charge of the world of Jujutsu sorcerers. And with that, Gojo already has rap beef with him because he's part of the group that damn near went and sent Yuji to die because they wanted him dead sooner rather than later, instead of trusting in what Gojo said. Gojo basically goes up there, smiles in his fucking face and says, "This is your warning now, bitch. We are coming for you." And when the principal tries to get mad, Gojo's all like, "All right, that's cool. You can get mad or whatever. I'm just coming to let you know shit's about to pop off." By chapter fucking 19, we end up seeing this fucking one kid. All right, so we hear about there's 3 deformed corpses inside of a cinema, but they don't know how the fuck that shit happened. What we end up seeing is Yuji is sent with a grade 1 sorcerer named fucking Nanami. And by the way it looks in the fucking manga, it looks like he's dripped out in the all white. Look, he can't take a knee because he's wearing all white. Fucking, we end up meeting this boy named Junpei. Junpei is a high schooler, and he's skipping school to go sit and watch a movie. Well, while he's sitting and watching a movie, he sees fucking not his friends, but these bullies from his school end up getting fucked up by this, and end up turning into these deformed corpses that are being investigated by Yuji and Nanami. Now, instead of hanging out or anything, he just saw these kids get fucked up. So the fucking first thing he gets up and he starts like chasing after this dude with white hair and all these fucking scars that we saw in previous chapters, figuring out what the fuck did he just do and how he can do it too. So it's pretty wild. So what ends up happening after that, Yuji and Nanami are investigating what the hell happened, and they end up getting jumped by these fucking curses. And then we end up seeing what Nanami's curse technique is. I just want to make sure I got that right. Yeah, so this one's pretty cool. So it looks like this motherfucker can use like the power of math to fucking put a weak point on his fucking target, and that gives him something to attack. And when he attacks that, oh yeah, like that shit takes you out the fucking pain immediately. So not only do we see that, but we end up seeing Yuji's Divergent Fist. Yuji's Divergent Fist is fucking his cursed energy. Hold on. So I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. So, yeah, so Yuji's cursed energy has a time lag, and Gojo ends up teaching Yuji how to utilize this lag in order to make one curse-infused punch, word for word, into doubling. So basically, his Divergent Fist is a bit like an ability for him to hit somebody twice. And with Yuji's already impressive physical feats, his athleticism on top of his fucking natural born strength, I know that shit's gonna fucking hurt. But they immediately get a call to stop fighting, because what ended up happening was it's found out that the curses that they thought they were fighting were actually humans. They were just very deformed. And that's where we get to we go back to Junpei talking to the white-haired man, where it's revealed this dude is named Mahito. So Mahito is telling him, he was like, Mahito and Junpei have a discussion on ideologies, and they they rap beef and all these different things. Let's see what else happened. Yeah, so by chapter fucking 21, like, Mahito is just mad comfortable, and it looks like Mahito has the power to conform, like, not conform, but he has a specific term that and Mahito starts showing Junpei around at the different experiments that he's had, because he's trying to see, he shows him this huge fucking blob looking dude, looking thing, and this is it turns out once again this is a person, and he says, well, I just want to see how large a human can get. And then these little bitty things that he's holding, that Junpei's holding, he was like, and that is when I want to see how small a human could get. Fucked up stuff. But don't worry, because it gets fucking better. So with that being said, Yuji ends up having to be teamed with Ichiji to go investigate, which is where they go and they find out that Junpei was with him. So they try to go figure out if Junpei is a previous sorcerer or what's going on with him. While all that's happening, Nanami turns out to have lied to Yuji so he can go fight Mahito all alone. So when Nanami goes down to fucking fight Mahito, this dude right here, I like this motherfucker's moxie because he uses the power of math, the power of fucking math to get down on this dude, and not in the fucking. He gets down and he ain't playing with him in the fucking slightest. It's pretty fucking dope, honest and truthfully. So while they're fucking fighting, it looks like they're duking it out for a little bit, but Mahito ends up getting his fucking wrist. Yeah, it looks like his wrist or his arm broken. When that happens, he fucking reveals that even if his body's disfigured, what he says is he can control the soul. So he can like bend the soul, like he can move the soul however he wants to. He can transform the soul. So that little broken arm don't mean shit. He fixes it immediately. So when that happens, fucking this boy Nanami ends up, they still fighting and he is shown to be hurt. While all that's happening, Junpei is going home, and there's this fucking teacher that he don't like trying to ask him dumbass questions that he don't want to answer. While all that's happening, Yuji ends up fucking running into him, and he tricks the teacher into getting the hell away from Junpei so he can talk to him like he wants to. But the cool part is the way that the chapter ends right there is Mahito and fucking Nanami are still fighting, and Nanami looks at the injury and Mahito's talking shit. He's like, God damn it, it's 6 o'clock. Fuck. Now I'm working overtime. And he goes the fuck off, man. He goes the fuck off. Alright. Let me see if I can go and pull this shit up. I really want to make it to the Goodwill event. That's what I would like to do. So it turns out that Mahito can fucking, with his powers to move and control souls however he chooses, he takes like these what's written here is disfigured ex-human puppets, and he can like launch them bitches at people. Like he can expand them, he can fucking do any and everything with them. With all that being said, fucking as they fight, he ends up injuring Mahito's soul, which causes him to bleed right there because fuck. So I'm gonna come back to that. We're gonna talk about that a different day. Heading on this shit up. So when Nanami says he's starting overtime, this boy takes his fucking, it looks like he takes his fucking tie, wraps that shit around his hand, and he starts fucking getting on down on fucking Mahito. Like, yo man, he's fucking he starts using his power. Hold on, I want to make sure I'm describing this right. I didn't even get that far. So I stopped at chapter 23. Chapter 23 is the last chapter that I ended up seeing. So when he starts working overtime, he starts using his fucking he uses his technique. So he uses ratio technique, collapse, and punches a fucking wall into the wall of the sewers, exposing a weak point. And he ends up fucking up the fucking overhead environment that causes everything to collapse, and he just dips. So it's unknown if he survived leaving, but we know for a fact Mahito ends up getting crushed. But even when he got crushed, when old boy comes back to check on him, he literally just like oozes out of there, and he finds out, he's like, well, at least I know I can fully recover. My soul can fully recover no matter how much this body is damaged. So that's a pretty cool thing. I think Nanami is still, I think he's good. Sometimes he ain't gonna make it to the end of the story though. So the way that this arc feels, it feels like, it doesn't feel like it's a whole arc, honestly. The way that I would describe it, you know how like in One Piece, it went from fucking, after they left Fishman Island, they went to fucking Punk Hazard, and from Punk Hazard they said, all right, we about to go take out Kaido, but they stopped at all these different stops beforehand. But the whole thing was to go get Kaido. It's like a Kaido saga. That's what this kind of feels like. It feels like it's all one big saga leading up to the Goodwill event. Now, what's going to happen at the Goodwill event, I don't know, but I'll be more than happy to come back here and we're going to talk about that shit as a family. Next thing we're going to get into, this is the last one. I am fucking, boy, I'm tired, but god damn it, I'm here. That's what matters, man. That's what matters. All right, so it's time for that goat piece, baby. Let's go ahead and get into some fucking goat piece. All right, so the goat piece chapter started up with a look. I thought this was a pretty interesting cover page. It's Sanji trying to control his horny while fucking Nami's out there playing with the volleyball, but he's got a little raccoon dog that's fucking beating the shit out of him with the fucking with the kendo sticks. But the cool thing about it is that the raccoon dog is using fucking three sword style. So we come back and we see Sanji. He's in fucking full court horny right now. This dude is fucking running, sprinting for his, like, he's sprinting to figure out what the hell's going on and trying to save this woman who's being harassed with the famous sexual harassment technique of the land of the samurai. So, yeah, I think we talked about that last time where, yeah, the powerful man tugs on the sash of the helpless woman. So Sanji's saying, hey, man, I'm not, like, he's got it made up in his mind that he's not saving her cloth, her dignity, but he's also saving her soul, her body, herself. So he kicks in immediately. As he kicks in, caught up in a fucking trap caused by Black Maria and her fucking subordinates. But I don't think Sanji's in too much danger, because I saw somebody comment that Sanji has a history of fucking saving people, or like getting some girl to, be moved by his chivalry, and then they end up helping the Straw Hats in the long run. We saw that in Dressrosa especially. But with Black Maria, that's a dope ass design. Yo, man, I'm not one to get pin-up tattoos, but I know a couple of homies with geisha tattoos. Yo, hey, that's a dope ass design. Like, straight up. Oda was on his shit when he did that. Yo, so as we move on, the main things that really caught my eye with this one, yeah, we get some, ambitious fucking, who are these? So we get some ambitious smile users, Mazurka and Poker, how they fucking see Luffy's bounty, and they see, all right, they're like, bet, we fucked up trying to get Kid, so now let's go ahead and try to lock down on Luffy. That way we can go ahead, not we, but I can be promoted to Toby Roppo. So he's trying. I don't really know how well it's gonna work out for that young man right there. With all that being said, let's get to the fucking hype. So this is the shit right here. So his Big Mom is flying up. After Big Mom gets past the fucking roof, so she flies through, trying to get to the next floor. We end up seeing something fall. Zoro's the first one to notice this. I think he uses his this might be observation hockey right here, where he like notices it real quick. We get the little lines, and while it's falling, he just stops in the middle of the battlefield, and he just stops. It just hits the ground, and now he's just looking. And he's looking around. He's just glaring at motherfuckers. Like the dude that was freaking out in the previous chapter about becoming an ice oni, he's already taken over. He looks at Chopper and Brook running away trying to figure out what the hell's going on and how to get the antibody from Apu. He sees fucking people getting caught up by the ice onis. He sees Queen fucking laughing, telling Apu that he better run. And as the fucking ice oni is about to fucking try to get Zoro, he cuts that bitch. You don't even see him unfucking sheath his sword. You just see literally just cut, and he's just holding his shit on some Fury King Bradley shit right there. And the next thing you see with fucking Diaz Drake starts rushing Apu, and Apu's still blocking him off, still fighting with with his Tonfa. Fucking Zoro just bends down, sheathes that fucking sword, and then the next panel, this shit has gotta be a tattoo. That shit looks so fucking hard. This motherfucker cut Apu dead in his shit, one shot. I don't think Apu is down though. I think Apu is surprised, especially because he already had to deal with Drake, and now Zoro just literally just shot up and then fucking just try to take him out. I think he's down, but I don't think he's out just yet. I don't think, but it is dope to see how fucking strong Luffy's fucking vice captain, his second hand is. That just further shows all right, no shit. This is what did Frankie say? He's the Pirate King. This is just the Yonko. He's the Pirate King. Apu is just a fucking supernova. Who the fuck cares about that? The Sea Roar? What? Bitch? The Sea Whisperer. Fuck with us if you want it. Look. So, Zoro fucking takes him out immediately. Just thuds on the ground. Everybody's reacting. Zoro catches the fucking antibodies, and he gives it to Chopper. And then he, gives him some positive reinforcement, gives him some confidence. Chopper lets everybody know how to fucking, keep the fucking virus from infecting them fully until Chopper can make enough antibodies for everybody. But he's willing to make something for any and everyone. With all that being said, Queen pulls out the motherfucking RPG trying to take Chopper out. Or, I'll take it back. He pulls out a fucking Gatling gun to try and take Chopper out. Zoro immediately it looks like he uses a fucking pound Phoenix on that one to slash it. And then he lets him know. He says, I ain't come all the way to this fucking island for some nonsense. Y'all said that Kaido's the fucking the hardest pirate in the world. Tell him I said I'm here to cut his punk bitch ass down. Now, in my hype in the reaction, I immediately thought this motherfucker used Conqueror's Hockey. Like, from the way that the panel's drawn, it looks like this force emitting from fucking Zoro. It looks like he's causing dust clouds to pop up. You can see fucking people in the background, like weaklings, fucking dropping. So I'm immediately thinking, oh shit, he has fucking Conqueror's Hockey. And right fucking then and there, the next panel, it's fucking Brook. I don't know if Brook is saying it, but it's like, is it hockey, the color of the Supreme King? Brook asks him, what have you done, you beastly man? And then Zoro says, you know I didn't do this. Immediately, I was like, oh my fucking goodness. But then fucking Robin says, I know how you feel, Zoro. I saw it too. I saw it fall through the ceiling. And it turns out to be Okiku's arm. So right then and there, Zoro's like, all right, man, fuck all this bullshit. We really need to get up there. We got to we got to get to the roof. It's just not that easy because we got to go through Queen and we got to go through King. So if Sanji gets off his fucking ass, look, Sanji got to get the hell out that trap because I still think Sanji's fighting fucking King. I don't know. King has a sword, so that made me think that he's going to fight fucking Zoro. King can fly, Zoro can't fly, Sanji can fly. So a battle in the sky does sound fucking dope. With all that being said, I don't know if Queen has a sword. I got to go back and check that shit out. But Marco ends up showing up. So because Marco shows up, that's going to help them get up to the next floor pretty quickly. And at the same time, he might end up fighting King in Sanji's place because Sanji's on some, Sanji's a little tied up at the moment. Just a little bit. But what ends up happening next is there's this intense earthquake that starts happening that everybody feels. Tama, Nami, Luffy, Jinbei, they start commenting on the fucking earthquake. And Law's ship says that they can't surface right now. They can't surface and it's best to just move away from Onigashima. So we see all these different reactions from all these different people. And then Yamato ends up revealing fucking dragons have the ability to create flame clouds. So what's happening is Kaido is lifting Onigashima itself. And he is trying to so it's revealed that Kaido is moving the Onigashima stronghold, the whole island, over to the flower capital. Now, with that being said, fucking Kaido is saying, let us begin the world of violence. Now, I'm not that smart. Kaido's saying that his goal is to become, he's trying to make New Onigashima, that island, into a pirate stronghold. If he's moving it over to the fucking flower capital, I'm thinking he's going to crush it and everybody underneath it. Now, I made a comment saying this is the darkest, this is next level dark right here. From what I've seen from One Piece, it looks like all the dark shit happens in the past. It's like previously. Fucking Big Mom eating her family. You got motherfucking all the different backstories, the fucked up stuff. Like, a lot of this stuff happened previously. So this right here, this is like next level mass genocide by crushing everyone. And I'm curious as to why Kaido his goal is to make a fucking pirate stronghold when we know Blackbeard has one. Does he feel like, does he want to cement his status as king of the pirates in a different way by forcing everybody to be underneath him? I don't really know. I'm curious to see how that's going to go down. What I have heard from a lot of people is going back to, I want to say it was chapter 995, 994, when he really starts getting serious against the fucking scabbards. He goes back into his fucking human form where he says death is what, makes a person perfect. So is he looking for a proper death? If he dies as a pirate king, is that going to complete him? Because we already know the first time we met Kaido was jumping off of a fucking sky island right in front of Mad Monk Arouge. So we got a lot of questions, a whole lot of fucking questions, a whole lot of stuff to unpack. What I'm thinking about doing, I heard that One Piece One Piece is taking a break this week. Next chapter is going to hit on fucking December 13th. I definitely can't wait to see how it's going to go. We are definitely going to hit chapter 1000. It's nice to let the go get a break. Yeah, you deserve a break after this one. This shit was fucking hype. Shout out to fucking Zoro. MV fucking P of the chapter. Dropped 50 points on fucking 60% shooting. Yo, man, this shit right here. This shit is hard. You damn near fucking, like, this nigga Zoro was so fucking mad he didn't even say the attack name. We know what attack he did, but he didn't say the name. That's how hard this shit was. It's fucking art the way that he's fucking drawing with his face kind of like blacked out. That's definitely going on. That's getting added to the leg sleeve right there. That's got to get added to the leg sleeve. Now I got to find a good Gear 4 Luffy Snake Man before I can fucking get that Zoro. Or at least wait until his new Ashura form gets revealed. With all that being said, I'm going to wait till this weekend when we talk about a little bit more. Since we don't have a fucking new chapter to discuss or read through or react, we're going to do a couple fucking theory videos and just have a nice discussion on it. Maybe, get a little bit of One Piece talking, because I have a weird history of One Piece and I understand why other people have a hard time getting into it. So with all that being said, you have stuck around for quite some time. You have endured quite a lot of babbling, quite a lot of tangents, quite a lot of talking. Episode 11. We getting after it, we going through it. I'm a little, I apologize if this isn't bringing that proper amount of energy that you were really expecting. I am tired because newborn puppy, we're not really getting the best sleep in this house. Honestly, truthfully, man, look, I feel bad for my wife because I can't wake up for shit. I tell her all the time, if you want, just lay the puppy on my side. That way I can actually hear him. Because if he's not on my side, I won't hear him at all. But she is fucking carrying the torch. She put the team on her back. She keeps doing that, and I gotta say I love her for that. I love her forever. Now, with that being said, thank you so much. You made it all the way to the end of the video, so shout out to you. Shout out to one of my boys, Daleth. Yo, appreciate you watching the videos. Yeah, he hooked me up, so of course I gotta give him a shout out on here. Fucking yo, don't hesitate to show love. Don't ever hesitate to show love, because I'm gonna show love back. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for watching my videos. If you made it to this point, thank you so much. Hey, let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Keep putting people on. Keep telling people about it. Keep commenting. Let's keep having these conversations. Let's keep having a good time. Fucking until then, I've been Chris Cage. You have been amazing. Go forth and do great things. Fuck, I'm tired.